Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced he will hold an emergency call with France and Germany to address the dire humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Starmer is urging a ceasefire and advocating for steps towards Palestinian statehood as a path to a two-state solution. He also stated that the situation in Gaza 21 months after the October 2023 Hamas attack has reached new depths of suffering, with warning signs of imminent famine. Starmer describes the situation as an unspeakable humanitarian catastrophe. Israel faces increasing pressure to allow massive humanitarian aid, while indirect talks between Israel and Hamas in Qatar have yet to produce results. Now we go back to our guest discussion with Jordan Cope. He's a Middle East expert. Thank you, Jordan, for staying with us. Now, given the ongoing failure of indirect talks, what specific steps can the UK, France, and Germany take together to address this humanitarian crisis in Gaza?
When it comes to leadership in the Western world, sometimes there are too many cooks simply in the kitchen. Unfortunately, the UK, the France, and Germany are no longer as relevant as they think they are. They are countries that are declining in power. However, they are countries at the same time that think that they are of such superior importance to the rest of the world. At this point, I would leave negotiations to the United States and aid efforts to the United States. Part of the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation's creation was ultimately to dispossess one of these strongholds that Hamas had over the people of Gaza, which was to control all aid, which Hamas at the same time corruptly swindled and invested into building a tunnel system underneath Gaza that is larger than many metro systems around the world, consisting of over 500 kilometers of tunnels underneath the Gaza Strip. What needs to happen in terms of humanitarian aid is that the GHF needs to continue in its mission. It has since provided over 90 million meals since it was established in late May. We need to ensure the protection of GHF officials whom have been attacked by Hamas, by both grenade, by gunfire, and by threats. We need to make sure that they can continue to distribute meals and to provide and sustain the people of Gaza. We need to remove rumors that have gotten in the way, that have tried to sabotage these efforts, because Hamas is so desperate, as Israel in the war has advanced to controlling now almost 80% of the Gaza Strip. It knows that its power is relinquishing, and we need to ultimately make sure that it does not ever once again retain the ability to maintain a stronghold over the Gaza people. And in addition to that, we need to make sure that the United Nations is pressured to stop letting food rot under its management. It has let tens of thousands of pounds of food go to waste because of political infighting and ulterior political interest. Especially it's upset with the disbandment of UNRWA.
Jordan, thank you very much for sharing that and staying with us throughout our news. That was Jordan Cope. Now we move on to our next news. A top U.S. justice